Good evening, Belize, and welcome to XTV's news broadcast for Monday, May 5, 2025. Making headlines tonight, BNTU to demonstrate on Friday in Belmopan. 2 murders recorded in Belize District today, and Belizean athlete qualifies for regional games. We take our first break and return with the news in detail.
Policy, around said you.
Welcome back with your news. I am Drea Espinosa. The Belize National Teachers Union, BNTU, has announced their plans for a national demonstration to occur in Belmopan on Friday, May 9. The Council of Management of the BNTU met over the weekend to discuss the results of the national vote taken on Wednesday, where over 2,500 members voted to demonstrate. The council also decided on the date to hold the national demonstration. The BNTU is demanding of the government an 8.5% salary increase, an increase of the minimum wage from $5 to $6 per hour, and an increase in the transfer grant from $1,200 to $1,500. This national demonstration is the first of the 3 planned phases that were decided by the membership, should they be necessary. The second phase is a 2-day national shutdown, with phase 3 being a full-blown strike. Members are asked to wear their green shirts this week, while the public is asked to wear green on Friday to show solidarity. The demonstration is being held under the slogan, "We matter, what affects me affects you." Reports are that a man was fatally shot this morning before 7 in Doublehead Cabbage in the Belize district. The man has been identified as 36-year-old Aaron Lindo. According to police, Lindo was walking towards a bus stop in the village when 2 gunmen appeared from behind vegetation along the road and fired shots at him. Lindo sustained multiple gunshot injuries and died on the scene. ACP Gilberto Romero told the police and the media that they have no suspects.
This morning around 6:45 a.m., police responded to a shooting at Doublehead Cabbage. Upon arrival, they saw the lifeless body from a person identified as Aaron Lindo, 36 years, with several gunshot injuries. Information is that Lindo was walking to catch a bus in the area along with 2 other persons when 2 male persons came out of the bushes and they fired several shots at him, causing his fatal injuries. Investigation into this matter is ongoing.
Any motive?
We have no motive at this time and no suspects.
Lindo was allegedly an affiliate of a gang here in Belize City, where the weekend saw another alleged member.
Yes, we have that information and then we are following up on that lead.
The chairman from the village says that they're not calling for police presence, greater police presence in that community. Any plans?
Well, we have the River Valley Patrol and certainly, yes, I think an additional patrol will be placed in that area.
A man has been fatally shot in Ladyville, Belize district, shortly after midday today. He has been identified as Nelson Mung Henry. We understand that Henry was walking on Yellowtail Street when he was approached by 2 men on a motorcycle who fired several shots at him. Henry sustained multiple gunshot wounds and died on the scene. Police currently have no suspects but believe the crime to be gang-related.
12:20 p.m. Police responded to a shooting at Yellowtail Street in Ladyville. Upon arrival, they saw the lifeless body from a person. He was identified as Nelson Henry of Majestic Island. He had received several gunshot injuries. Information that he was walking around with a female in the area. When a motorcycle came to the area, the person came off the motorcycle, fired several shots at him, causing his fatal injuries. This just occurred around midday, so that is all information we have at this time. No suspects have been identified nor detained.
Does police suspect that it's gang related?
Yeah, we suspect it is gang related.
And related in any way to the one this morning?
We are not sure. We are looking at all information we are gathering, so we will make a determination if they are connected.
But they are rivaling groups, the BLC and the PIB, involved?
Yes, we have these shootings as a result of these 2 rival groups.
Reports are that a man was injured in an early Saturday morning shooting near Croton Lane in the St. Martin de Porres area of Lake Independence, Belize City. The injured man has been identified as 27-year-old Jimmy Rojas. He was transported to the KHMH for treatment. Rojas is known to the police as he was charged in 2024 for the murder of Jose Matos. ACP Gilberto Romero said that police immediately responded and that another man was also injured.
He immediately responded, and there was an exchange of gunshots, and another male person was also shot. He was identified as Eric Fraser. He's presently at the KHMH, also in a stable condition. Investigation into this shooting continues.
Are you able to say who was the intended target?
Jimmy Rojas was the intended target.
Motive for his shooting?
Gang rivalry between two groups.
Is it believed to be some sort of retaliation for the murder of Jose Matos, which he's accused of?
Well, we know that murder happened last year, so we're looking at it likewise, where he was a suspect. So all of that information we're looking at.
ACP Romero told the media today that police believe the attempted murder of Rojas may have prompted today's two fatal shootings.
Was the shooting of Jimmy Rojas sort of a prelude to these murders?
It began with the attempted murder of Rojas. That was the first person that was shot. Thereafter, we had the murder double head cabbage, and then now the shooting in Gateville.
Are you able to say police are contemplating a state of emergency?
I cannot say at this time. We will look at the information and see where it goes from there.
But the police, does the police, how concerned are police at this time, given we saw 2 murders in less than 24 hours and a gang-related shooting?
Yes, we are concerned on several operations. So we'll be launched to try to minimize the incidence of retaliation.
Have additional boots been placed on the ground since the shooting of Rojas?
Yes, additional personnel have been deployed to the city of Curry.
Are you able to, I know you may not be in position to speak about state of emergency, but are you able to say whether or not police are looking to have any mediation talks with these rivaling groups?
Again, we have all of our programs, and so we're looking at everything. We'll approach this incident and see where we go from here.
After the break, promising young football player drowns out west. Stay with us.
Hi there. Are you on your
You are better off alive than dead. Freetown Drugstore, telephone 223-2876.
Reports coming from the north are that a man, Zakir Witz, is on the run after injuring his father, Sair Witz. We understand that Sair Witz was socializing with his family in Louisville, Corozal, and was consuming alcoholic beverages, that is, when an argument broke out. Zakir Witz then allegedly grabbed a machete and inflicted several chop wounds on the body of Sair Witz. Neighbors report hearing screams and noted that Sair Witz was bleeding profusely. Sair Witz was rushed to the Northern Regional Hospital for treatment. ACP Gilberto Romero confirmed that Zakir Witz is currently on the run.
On Sunday, the 4th day of May 2025, police responded to a chopping incident at Louisville Village in the Corozal district. Upon the arrival, they saw Sair Witz with injuries to the body. Information is that he was involved in a fight with his family members, at which point his son Zakir Witz inflicted several chop wounds to him. He is presently at the hospital in a stable condition. We are looking for Zakir Witz, and he has not been located since. They have been consuming alcoholic beverages, and that is what led to a fight, and that is what led to this chopping incident.
Is he on the run?
Yes, he is. He has not been located as yet.
Were they intoxicated?
Yes, they were.
Can you know the nature of the argument that led to chopping?
Some family dispute they had, and a fight ensued, and that is what led to this chopping.
Can you speak to the extent of his injuries?
Well, he's in a stable condition at this time. He's receiving treatment, still hospitalized.
According to a neighbor, Sair Witz had an argument with his wife and he hit her, causing her to fall and faint. This caused Zakir Witz to believe that Sair had killed her, and Zakir rushed to defend his mother. Sair then allegedly hit Zakir twice with a machete. According to the neighbor, Zakir then returned a bit later, where he then inflicted chop wounds on his father. The neighbor said that community members tried to stop Zakir but were unsuccessful. Tragedy struck the football community in the Twin Towns on Saturday after news broke that 15-year-old Deshaun Nazir Nahira had drowned that afternoon. Reports are that Nahira drowned in the Macal River near the Hawksworth Bridge in San Ignacio and Santa Elena in Cayo. And despite efforts to revive him after his body was retrieved from the river, the efforts proved futile. ACP Gilberto Romero said that there is no evidence that alcohol was involved.
Saturday, 30th of May 2025, around 8:55 a.m., police responded to a report of a drowning by the Hawksworth Bridge in Cayo. Upon arrival, the person attempted to swim across the river and he went under. Searches were conducted. Thereafter, the lifeless body of a male person was retrieved. He was identified as Deshaun Nazir, 15 years. He was immediately rendered CPR, taken to the hospital where he was pronounced dead on arrival. Information is that Deshaun Nazir was swimming with other persons in the area when he went under, and thereafter his body was located.
Deshaun was a member of the Santa Elena Royals FC and a participant in the Football Federation of Belize's high performance program. The Royals FC posted on their Facebook page on the loss of Deshaun, stating, quote, "We are deeply saddened by what transpired. Deshaun was more than a player. He was family," end quote. On Friday, we reported the fatal shooting of 61-year-old mechanic Carlos Avelar. The incident occurred after 8 on Thursday evening in Belize City. Reports are that Avelar was walking near Whitfield Tower on Coney Drive when he was approached by 2 men on a motorcycle. One of the men fired several shots at Avelar. Today, ACP Gilberto Romero shared that police are still reviewing surveillance footage.
Information is that Avelar was walking alone on Coney Drive when a motorcycle pulled up with 2 male persons. One of the persons came off the motorcycle, fired shots towards his direction, causing his fatal injuries. Investigation into this murder continues. We have no suspects at this time, and we have not established a motive for this murder.
Any surveillance footage gathered from the area that may have indicated where these men fled or where they came from?
Yes, we have some surveillance footage that is being reviewed, but that is all we have at this time. Two persons came on a motorcycle and one of them fired shots.
Did our family say whether he was receiving any threats? Did he have a problem with anyone?
No, they have no such information that he had received any threats.
And he's not known to police?
He is not known to police, no.
On Tuesday, police reported of a case in the South where a mother accompanied her 13-year-old daughter to file a report against the child's father. According to the minor, her father had raped her on 3 different occasions in 2023. A medical examination was conducted to verify that the minor was carnally known. Police have since charged a 31-year-old man of Damgriga, Stan Creek, in relation to the incident. The man, whose identity is being kept confidential to protect the identity of the minor, was charged with 1 count of the rape of a child, 2 counts of incest, and 6 counts of sexual assault. After the break, students' hairstyle is an issue yet again. Stay with us.
20 years ago, we
A bomb threat was reported at the Immigration Department in Belmopan around 10 this morning. As a precaution, staff members and persons in nearby establishments were asked to evacuate the area as police began to process the scene. The Belize Defense Forces bomb expert was also called in to investigate the building. The entire area was restricted from the public access during the inspection. There are reports that male students from the Anglican Cathedral College ACC in Belize City were sent home last week due to their tapered haircuts. Students being sent home due to haircuts and hairstyles has been an issue for some years now in various parts of the country. The new Minister of Education, Honorable Oscar Requena, admitted that he did not have information on this case. However, Requena said that the rules and regulations of institutions should not infringe on students' rights.
Really, the policies are clear. We want, in as much as we understand and appreciate that institutions have their own rules and regulations, we also have to understand that, the rules and regulations cannot infringe, on the rights of individuals.
But it seems like schools aren't adhering to this policy.
Well, we need to do more work on that. We need to certainly reach out more to the schools and to sensitize them.
On Wednesday, Dr. Anthony Richard Rosado was sworn in as the new Commissioner of Police. On Friday, the chairperson of the Leadership Intervention Unit, LIU, Dominique Norales, was asked about the transition of police leadership and if that would affect the LIU. Norales revealed that Dr. Rosado was one of the lead writers of the LIU's multi-sectorial strategy for crime prevention and control. She expects the good working relationship to continue. And Belizean swimmer Drea Richardson has officially qualified for a spot in the 2025 Junior Pan American Games in Asuncion, Paraguay, scheduled for August. Richardson qualified after an outstanding performance at the 2025 Long Island Challenge, which took place in East Meadow, New York from April 25 to 27. Richardson qualified due to her performance in the 100-meter freestyle with a time of 1 minute, 5.35 seconds. Richardson is also aiming to qualify in 2 more events, the 50-meter freestyle and the 100-meter butterfly. Richardson trains and studies in the U.S. and recently committed to attend Loyola University, Maryland, located in Baltimore. The Junior Pan American Games are held every 4 years and features athletes who are between 17 and 22 years of age. This year's games will feature over 4,000 athletes from 41 countries in the Americas who will be competing in 28 sports and 42 disciplines. And with that, we have come to the end of our newscast. The repeat can be viewed on this station later tonight at 9 and again tomorrow at midday. Join us again tomorrow at 6 p.m. for another news broadcast. I am Drea Espinosa. Have a safe and enjoyable evening.